What is happening, and welcome to your Thursday night delight. I am, of course, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, as always, is the incomparable Brent from Brent's Bricks. And we are,
What up?
quite frankly, a couple of brickheads. It gets you every time.
It's every time. It's just a little bit longer.
Brent, welcome to
What
episode
up?
10, my friend. A milestone. I mean, look, a lot of people don't do 10 of anything.
Right.
We put together a 10 of these shows. There's been times where it's been a challenge for us to get here, but we're doing it every damn week.
I'm proud of it, man. I'm proud of it.
We
got some regulars that have been throughout these 10 episodes. So big shout out to you guys. We got
shout out to the chat.
We got Max and Zane here. They've been through quite a few episodes, and it's gonna be a fun one, man. Episode 10.
I think so. So before we get started, you want to propose a little toasty, or what do you want to do?
Yeah. I think that's more appropriate now than ever.
There you go.
I've got
Any
a cold
words?
one ready.
You want to say a few words? You want to?
Dude, I mean, just here's to the time. I mean, here's to you just
forcing him to do it.
No, seriously. I mean, like, I haven't been pressured to do a toast, I think, ever in my life.
Oh.
No, but I just think
getting to that age where it's going to start happening. So.
Yeah. Well, this all spans from me just doing a live stream in my Lego room, chilling, and Sean discovering me. So, I mean, it's something as simple as that turned into this podcast, and we're 10 episodes deep. I wanted to hopefully be at like 100 subs and 10 episodes, but we 91. We're closing in on 100. So we'll get there. But yeah, man, I mean, just here's to you. Honestly,
Chad, do your thing. Get us to 100, man. Tell your brother. We'd love to hit 100 as a little reward for 10 eps.
Yeah,
no,
man.
You guys are doing great. No pressure. I don't like begging for subs, you know that, but
right.
We'll get there. It's exciting.
Oh yeah.
So all right, well, let's crack this thing open, and
we're just having fun doing us, man. We're not the
norm. Sorry.
That's a good crack. You're good. No,
all
yeah.
Regular, boring Lego guys, you know where to find them. You know what I mean?
And I don't want to say the norm, but we're just a couple of brickheads. We're just chilling, and we'd like to talk Lego.
And that's all we really strive to be. Is just a couple of brickheads. So.
And it's not like please subscribe to us a million jillion times so we can become the next Joe Rogan. Like,
Yeah. Who's Joe Rogan? Never heard of him. Dude, I have never, since I've known you, it hasn't been long, but known each other for, whatever it is, 6 months, whatever, overall.
Right.
I have never seen you as fired up as you are about this Titanic set.
Dude.
And it's funny because I was giving you crap and being like, man, you're really horned up over this or whatever, like and now that you're on the show and we're going to get into Titanic, I need to ask you, like, we don't get serious here very often, but I need to ask you a real serious question.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was physically possible to make love to this Titanic set. Be honest, dude. No one will tell your girl, I promise.
Dude, I mean, every time I see it, man, it's just one could say it's got the body of a goddess. I mean,
oh my goodness.
It's just, I mean, in all seriousness though, the official pictures that were released by Lego today, the whole official reveal happening, and here it is, man, right on cue. And a lot of people watching this might still not know. I did a little kind of in-depth video, but if you keep going through more of these pictures, what we have discovered that we didn't know before, Sean.
Oh, this is what got you next level.
What we didn't know before.
This right here. Yeah.
This did give it. It's so funny that Sean says this got me next level because I shot the video while filming or I shot the video while having my Boba Fett helmet on, so I voiced back over, and so like a couple takes into this part, I'm like, this shit is just really, really dope, actually. The fact that there's actual engines in there and there's a function. Come on, Sean. I mean, what do you think about this? I mean, I think it's safe to say we both thought it was going to be
I thought it was going to be I thought, you're into that. That's fine.
It's like the Star Destroyer. I mean,
I like that it's there. The play features isn't what got me going. I'm happy for you that there's play features. I'm not a play features guy. I'm not a snob about it. I'm just telling you. I'll tell you what got me going.
Yeah.
The fact that it looks great, number one, probably most important thing. Number
Right.
2, 0 stickers. Number 3,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me, actually. You probably do, but we haven't talked about it.
Mhm.
I'm like a logo freak. Like I
Yeah.
love logos. I love type fonts. Like
I feel that. Yeah.
I'm real big into it.
Mhm.
I mean, I think when we started working together, I had a real specific like look and feel I wanted to have for this show and everything. I love the little call outs here. The American flag with 48 stars, which is accurate because that's what it was at the time.
I didn't know
if
it
you
only had
knew that.
48. That's dope.
Yep. It was pre-Alaska and Hawaii, I believe,
Mhm.
is what was missing. Titanic logo here, British flag there. The
Yeah.
Liverpool on the butt cheeks is just
Right.
phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
right here.
That
And I know that's
ang
weird out of 9,000 pieces. That's what gets me going. I mean,
well, no, I mean,
besides the
it's
overall, let's just be honest, girth of this bad boy.
oh, yeah.
It's she's a beast, man. She's a 10, no doubt. And
Okay, this
in the
picture
perfect
right here.
environment, this would
Yeah.
go ahead. But I would just say like this is the setup. I think every dude who has a big office
Right.
should have this sitting there if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, and it's okay, so first of all, yeah, that last picture and like the more the pictures, you know, really seeing it in a room setting. I kind of talked about it in my video of this thing just like demands attention, like it has a presence, and that's what the UCS Falcon does, and that's what the UCS
She's measuring it. Check
Star
that out.
Destroyer, huh?
She's measuring it, you know.
No, but man, like this
Got her
thing,
attention. Is that Rose? Who is this modern day?
it's funny because I was gonna poke a joke at that in my video today, but I was like, no, I'll just keep the excitement. But I was like, do you think she really built this?
Absolutely not. Repurposed. No offense, lady. Repurposed typewriter keys. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Those are the typewriter buttons that are on there.
And there's a stand that says Titanic in like a little bit bigger font too that I think are also typewriter keys as well. You can't really.
So chat is blowing up. Let's get on that. I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts. And Max rings right in the girth on it. I know. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have another girth party like this one. This is
No,
the
we will.
girthiest boy to date. And you guys can. By the way, I'm nobody, right? But this is officially the biggest Lego set. Screw the world map. It's been building, Brent. I've been angry about this world map thing. I think when it overtook the Coliseum, I was a little bit mad, but the Coliseum is a micro build. So is this technically, right? But this right here, new king. It's in the Falcon, but this, you know, I think it beats the Falcon too at this point, as far as being the girthiest boy. We need to get it in hand. I do like the girth that the Falcon represents, though. It is wider,
right,
than it is longer.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe this is the longest boy. I don't know, but
no, it is the
longest. Jay, let's do. Go ahead.
It is the longest. It's 5.5, or no, I'm sorry, 4.5 feet. So it is.
Unreal.
It is
Unreal.
long. It's longer than the UCS
bigger
Star
than
Destroyer.
People. You know what I mean?
It is. I mean,
most people.
No, this thing is sick. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but Solid Bricks, excuse me.
Yeah.
Solid Bricks already has a review like of the whole thing.
Of course.
And like when he
did the MK
up,
BHD, he's like, so I've had this thing for a couple weeks now, and
right.
You bastard.
No, yeah. I mean, and dude, like seeing him like literally like hold the thing and actually move it around, like it's one thing to see these pictures, but and obviously
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I still can't get over it. I still can't get over it.
A little bit of back and forth in the chat around the price. The price is official. It's $630 US. So for those wondering, $630 hairs.
I think it's just completely justifiable, especially the fact that it has things going on the inside.
For sure. What up, Jay? It's beautiful and elegant piece in a work office or shelf in the living room. Dude, I agree. If you have the right kind of partner that would let you put that in the living room, great. I mean, honestly, you know, I don't got it like that, but if I had a lake house or, you know what I mean, a beach house or something,
right.
it would be the dopeness. And I think like in a what's that? What did Anchorman say about a mahogany? You know, like if you had an office with lots of wood and rich mahogany around, this deserves to be laid upon rich mahogany shelving. quite
Well, yeah.
frankly.
Well, if you were
I mean,
any,
look at the look they're giving here. Like even
yeah,
before I saw their sort of in the biz, we call this lifestyle imagery.
right.
I was like, this belongs in, quite frankly, a
I-
dude's office. You know, I mean,
Right.
a lady could have it too, but this just looks like a dude's office that you see in the big
Mhm.
mansion or whatever. You know, so
If you go back one more,
I don't know
if you
where I
can,
started
it's
from.
well, it's not this. Anyways,
Just talk about it, whatever it is. There's so many pictures.
it's well, dude, and all of the pictures throughout this are awesome. But the thing about it, like,
I'm
it's
leaving it
okay.
there. That's my favorite shot.
It's it is long, but it's not like, I think you could display it
Yeah.
in a living room. I mean, obviously, if your partner of that in that house,
By the way, I
allowed
don't
it,
think people appreciate how big 4.5 feet is. Quite frankly,
dude. It's
I mean,
it's the
four and a
long
half is massive.
it's the longest set ever,
I mean,
literally
people
ever.
think you know, but this is one of those boys that you're going to have to see in hand before you can really appreciate the sheer girth. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you got to see it. And some of the vids are showing it, but again, some of those things you're just like, God, I got to get that in hand to see what's going on. And that's what I
Dude.
think is happening here. So,
Yeah.
give us the release information. What's the strategy there, Brent?
Well, what was really weird is it's supposed to be, well, it's October 20th for VIPs. It's supposed to be November 1st, but I don't know if you can see it, but I saw it on Lego.com and it said November 8th, but it said pre-orders started at November 1st, so it might be a glitch. I think it's November 1st. Truthfully.
Pre-order or live?
Like live, it's you can pre-order it or you can order it as a
On the
VIP
20th?
October 20th. Yeah, and if
Gotcha.
you're not VIP, I mean, if you're getting a $630 Lego set, I would hope to God you would be a VIP member.
Yeah.
But yeah. So October 20th is what it's looking like.
There it is.
That is
This is one for the books. They keep dropping fire. And what's interesting is I saw a few conversations. It's like, well, what do I do with this? And what do we do with the AT-AT? So I know you've publicly stated a few times that you may choose this over the AT-AT.
I still stand by it, I think.
Let's see that AT-AT first. And, you know,
Right.
even though the pricing will be a little different, maybe we'll throw you a Titanic and a Blacksmith or something, you know, to kind of even out the price points. But I'd be curious to see if that holds up once you see it. And once they hype it and you start seeing everyone touching it and having it and you don't, I want to see if you sort of keep that same energy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because who knows, man. That I didn't really think we knew this was possibly coming, but before this was out, I didn't think, oh, the Titanic is like. It wasn't until I saw this, so you know, I can't speak on that AT-AT till I see it. I mean, which the leaks on that's around the corner probably.
Definitely, yeah. So I'm excited for it now. Officially, I'm not buying it. I'm firm on that. But you know, good luck to everyone who does, and you know, maybe I'll get you know, just over the edge at some point. But
so you'll never buy it?
Not at release. Not never say
well,
never.
No, not at release. I just mean
never say never. If you would ask me when I first started collecting if I would ever care about something called Monkey Kid, I would have told you.
Yeah.
Off,
right.
Now I like it. So, so let's see. All right. So we're going to talk retiring sets, Brent. I know you're aware of this, but we shared it as a quick little update.
Yep.
You know, but there are some sets that are retiring soon. Chat, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the stuff that's retiring soon. Are you guys picking any of this up? What are your thoughts, Brent? I want to hear if there's any of these that you want. I think there are.
Yeah, I mean, right off the top, I got to get that Jurassic Park set.
Let's just go through them real quick.
Oh, we can go through them.
Yeah, so let's go,
dude. If I had extra just FU money right now, I like this set. I mean, this thing
this is one of my gateways that got me, but well, I was gonna say got me into Lego.
Okay, it's a toy of the year, I think. It's an awesome set.
It's an awesome set. I'm trying to remember. So it started with the Disney train, and then I said, "Oh, I wonder if I can make a theme park of this stuff." And then I saw this, and I'm like, "Oh man, you can." Okay,
yeah.
And then I saw the Ferris wheel. So this is where it kind of started for me.
Yeah.
And did something like a big job, a big chore around the house, and my wife's like, "You can have anything you want if you do this." Da 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 da. Really annoying thing.
Anything the light touches.
Yeah. And I said, I want this. Go. This is gonna sound crazy, but I want this Lego roller coaster. She's like, whatever, just put it. I'm like, okay. So I have it. It's still in the box. I'm still wanting to map out my space for it, but
Yeah.
I've had this for probably a year and a half, and I think it's awesome. I know that the chain here is the lift chain is a little bit problematic, but just aesthetically and it's got presence.
Right. Oh yeah.
For sure. You got to have space for it. But I think if you're going to build an amusement park,
this is
arguably, I mean, I love the Ferris wheel too. I'll be honest with you. I mean, that one I built right away because I knew it would take up less footprint, but I'm talking the big Ferris wheel, not that new one.
Dude, I could see them doing.
This is sick.
I can see them doing more roller coaster stuff in the future. Because could you imagine, like they do Hogwarts modulars? Could you imagine if they did kind of a theme park esque thing, where they made them all like to where they were compatible, and you could literally buy the whole wave and have a theme park? Quick sidebar: I'm not going to run with it, but it could be dope. Bugatti. I mean, I don't love Technic or Bugattis enough to spend this money, but it's dope. It's dope. But
right. This is one of those ones that I can appreciate from afar. Like I respect it. I hope that everybody that's been wanting to get it gets it. Not for me. Yeah. Even with that few money, I would probably find something else to do. Yeah. If someone handed me one, I'd take it, obviously. But
right.
I think what's most insulting though is I was flipping through these pictures. Where is it? There were one of the first ones I clicked had a big fat sticker. Here it is. It's like, come on, guys.
Oh, yeah. On the Caliber. It's behind the wheel.
It doesn't matter, dude. This sticker shit needs to stop at a certain price point. That's enough.
Right. Yeah. Enough. Yeah.
Charge $359, whatever it takes. Don't tell me you can't figure out the sticker thing, especially on sets. So
yeah.
Bugatti, I want to spend too much time on it. This to me is iconic. I think it will be one of those sets that if you don't get it, and you're a Jurassic fan or you become one or whatever it is, you're a completionist.
Yep.
This is one everyone's going to regret. The only knock on this whatsoever is the damn stickers.
There is. Yeah.
I mean, how can you do that?
Can you believe that there's a sticker on my $800 UCS Millennium Falcon?
It's insane.
There is one. Just one.
Was it on the plaque or?
Well, two if you count the plaque, but there's one on the Falcon. It's
Control
like
panel? What is it? I forget.
It's on the it's on the exterior. It is a little square, like a little bit of battle damage. Yep, that's all it is. Some people
that was probably a rib. They probably did that just to mess with people.
Some people refuse to put it on, but it's on a replaceable Lego piece that if I really wanted to, I could just get a new gray piece and be like, well, I never put the sticker on, but whatever. A wing. I think I have to.
This is a crazy one for you. So UCS A-Wings retiring.
Yeah.
I think I told you my strategy. I want to get it because I want the UCS aspect of it. But I told you I'm so far behind. I will never collect all the Star Wars UCSs.
Well,
it'd be cool to collect them since I started, and I get that.
Right.
But it's like I'm like forcing myself to like this, and I think also Luke's land speeder's coming. To me, that's an instant cop. It's more iconic to me. So like I'm cool setting this one out. But when it starts getting hairy and like the end is super near, who knows where I'll be? Because this set is fire.
Yeah.
The canopy is problematic.
It is.
Again, everything I hate about some of these sets is stickers. I need to probably get over that, but it's super grating, dude.
So
what's your take? What's your strategy? What are you going to do here? What moves are you making?
Well, my take is that I just 100% see myself regretting it as soon as it retires and be like, man, it was $200. Like I could have skipped out on like a couple other sets that I just $40, $50 sets that I kind of wanted. I get it. And I never do anything with. So I think this set is a must get. Like this and Jurassic are the I think so far there may be a couple more on this list, but Jurassic and this, I think these are going to be my next two Lego purchases. Like I haven't made a Lego purchase in a minute, but I'm going to be saving up for this and Jurassic 100%. I think as we get down the list, we'll see if there's Stranger Things, I'm like, but this also, I don't have any modulars. I know you like modulars, so
I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I picked this up this weekend once I sort of
okay.
knew this was coming.
All right.
I thought I told you about this. I didn't.
I think you did in text, but sometimes we text a lot and we have a lot of things going on.
Anyways, I went ahead and grabbed. Actually, I'm sorry, I grabbed this before that news broke, so I'm glad I did. I mean, it was rumored and
instinctive.
Yeah, and so I just, I needed it. The other ones aren't really in danger yet. I think next up will be Bookshop, but I feel like that's still very new. I think we probably have till next December on Bookshop, so we're good there. This is one of those had to, whatever you want to call it, fear buys.
Right. Hey,
the way you feel about the A-Wing. There's a reason you haven't bought it yet because you don't absolutely love it, but there'll come a point where you'll regret not getting it, and that's where I'm at with this guy.
Right.
I think it's a little underrated. I think people kind of crapped on it a little bit. The interior is not super sexy. I mean, you can even see how desolate this patio area is.
Yeah, it seems a little small for how big it is, like from the outside looking in. Yeah,
exactly. But one of the things you do need in a city is corner buildings, and so even if you don't, cool Easter egg on Dr. Jones Animal Clinic, no snakes. Get the reference there. Pretty cool. Indiana Jones for you youngins. And this is kind of what the setup looks like. And here's what's really funny is this is 3 of my 4 modulars that I own are right here, which is pretty cool to see.
So which one of those 4 do you not have if you have 3 of 4?
No, I have 4. I have all 3 of these and one more. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying there was 4 there and you had 3 of the 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably said it weird. Anyway,
that's okay.
So I don't want to spend too much time on that. It's been around. It's an older girl. This one is interesting.
Very, very. One would say it's strange.
It's one of the strangest things I've seen. Love the set. Think it's great. Made it through a season and a half and I stopped watching.
Yeah.
I want it. I don't need it. That's where I'm at. Definitely recommend people buy this if you're even semi-interested from an investment standpoint. Time will tell. I mean, I think it'll instantly go to like $250 the day it retires, obviously.
Right.
It's awesome. This is one of those one and done kind of things for me. Like if you're into the show, like really what else do you need? You have this thing, the Demigorg or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's
all the main
like
dudes and girls and all that stuff. Like seriously, what else do you want here? So
some of those
respect it.
Yeah, some of those minifigures in there are going to be expensive as is too. Because when are they going to ever do Stranger Things again? Probably never. So some of those minifigures are definitely going to be desirable in and of themselves. So yeah, I think at $200, I mean, if I can swing it, I will, but I'm more focused on the A-Wing and Jurassic for sure. A couple of these other ones I like too. So we'll breeze through some of these.
So I don't know if, we can go a little faster on some of these.
Yeah.
Aston Martin, again, cool. Not my deal, but I respect it.
But
it's cool.
Yeah.
London Bus, iconic. It's been out so long.
Mm-hmm.
Again, sticker patrol here. In my early days, I would have picked this up, but every single element here is stickered, and I'm not doing it. Iron Man, to me, it's probably the most boring of the art sets. I'm not into Iron Man like that necessarily, but like this, and I get it. It's like a Buster, and if you're an Iron Man, cop it. And definitely look for it cheaper. I would say.
I haven't bought a single art set yet. So, this is the other one I need. This will probably be I'm going to buy this as soon as I get the chance. I'm buying this because not only is it retiring, but Christmas as well is coming. So winter is coming, as one would say. But this is my very next. I'm not even going to buy a poly bag until I buy that set.
Wow.
Gotta get it.
I like the dedication.
Yeah.
The fossils are going away. I feel like Jurassic is a nice substitute. You know what I just noticed, Brent, when I was looking at this? This is the same sort of labeling that they did with the $30 Jurassic set.
Yeah.
Right? Same font, same everything. This is obviously more complex, and it's super cool. Taken away from it.
I would buy it if I had $40 burning a hole in my pocket and I saw it on sale at Target for $48.
Yeah. That boy, again, respect it. Not for me. I mean, it's $100 build, so to me,
Yeah.
it's not the best looking motorcycle I've ever seen, but you're paying for that logo. You
Fun.
know what I mean? Like as a
Right.
build, I don't think it looks that gorgeous or anything. Like I'm not tempted by
Yeah.
this in
I
any
don't
way.
I don't think so either.
Bars.
But the only fun fact I'll say about the set is when I met Jack from Lego Masters at the Lego store, and he's like the old bike rider guy. No disrespect, Jack, if you ever are watching this, he probably won't ever. But I convinced Jack to buy that at the Lego store. I was like, dude, you ride Harleys, man. You got to get this set. And he got it.
Nice.
I have this set.
That's
The
not
set's
disrespect.
fantastic.
I mean, hey.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to call him old. He's
Oh,
really,
okay.
he's a
I was
really
like, what do you
nice.
mean?
He's a really, I said it really. He's a really nice guy. He probably
You
won't
have
ever
this
watch
set
this.
here, ship in a bottle.
Yeah, it's great. I want to do a little
It's a great $70 set.
between this, the bonsai tree, and the flower bouquet. I'm gonna do a video soon about like most aesthetically pleasing, like stuff you can display in your house, and your wife will be cool with it. Because this is in our living room and has been since I built it, and it fits in nice.
And then, as we alluded to in the video previous, I guess a lot of this stuff is out of stock. Oh, not much left there, but
I thought there was some speed.
bag charm.
I thought there was some Speed Champs stuff retiring, like the Ferrari and the Audi.
Earlier, yeah. So I'll just.
You sent me another list. That's right.
Yeah, I'll zip through it. It's a smaller list. This what I'm about to read you is already retired. Iron Man Hall of Armor, the big one. Hogwarts Great Hall. Persona Speeder Chase, which I've labeled one of the worst sets I've ever seen in my life.
It's been gone for what? I picked it up for like $24.
Nice. Thanos Avengers Compound Battle, which is a bigger version of the one that just dropped. I like the figs in that one way better, but I like the set of the new smaller one. It's $30 cheaper, a lot better.
You're talking about the 4+ one that has the other Thanos big fig, right?
No.
Okay.
This is the new one that dropped with the Infinity War stuff on it.
Yeah. Oh,
I got a big Thanos, but it's not the 4+. There's a 4+.
Okay,
Loki's something. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I know what you're talking
about. Speed Champs, the Senna, and the Camaro. Those did not get added to this list. Just to be clear, they were just they were retired. So
good morning.
Replays intro song. What, does he need a little of this, or there you go? Welcome to the show, Xavier. little hit for you on that one. So that's the stuff that's some stuff's gone, some stuff's going. So if any of this is piquing your interest, chat, we'd love to hear any of this you want. I think Jay mentioned Jurassic set and or the Speed Champion stuff that's going away. So I think I agree with that. So
this Jurassic, I think the Jurassic set is one of the more, I think, must get sets. I think if I had to get any,
I would
of the
prioritize that if I was you. Again, but I know you're a Star Wars guy, so it's hard to say.
The A-Wing is going to be probably my last that I'll purchase out of the ones I mentioned, but I'm definitely going to grab Gingerbread, grab Jurassic, then kind of work at getting the A-Wing, but we'll see.
There you go. In other news, there's some sets that didn't retire that I think everyone thought was going to, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about two big ones that were like heavily rumored. And again, it might still happen. It's still sort of early in the year.
Sure.
The Batmobile, the UCS Batmobile, and the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, which to me, those are two bangers.
I'm glad Pirates isn't if it's not, because I want it. I really do.
Yeah. So let's talk about these two. Now, how long, if it's not retiring yet, how long is Lego going to keep the Batmobile, Batwing, and this tumbler on shelf? That's a lot of shelf space.
It
like
is.
Me, just as a retail guy, I think that's a lot. So
it is. But
this is definitely going sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I would say this is going soon, but I do think that, and because I've even said before, I think before we got the tumbler, I was like, I think this is amazing, especially because they're both from the same film, that we have an 89 Batmobile and an 89, I almost said A-Wing, Batwing at the same time. I think those two pair really well together. Now, yes, the tumbler is going to be kind of making it a big three, if you will. Like we don't get a ton of Batman sets, but we get really sick, like UCS style ones. So yeah, I think this is going sooner than later, but at the same time, I don't know. I think those like $200 to $250, it's almost like a special line that Batman has going on. It's almost like, what are they going to do next? Like or it's almost becoming a yearly thing. Like every year there's like a pretty sick $200 to $250 UCS Batman style set coming. So yeah, I think they could maybe try to push this until, do you think all the way through next year? Or do you think maybe they retire this like midway next year?
Again, shelf space wise, just purely from that in store,
Mhm.
there's not a lot of room
But there's a lot of stuff that's in stock that isn't always in
on
every
the shelf.
store.
Yeah, good point. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
And they
it'd be
do
cool to
keep
have
stuff.
all
They
three-
keep
all
stuff in the
three.
back. Like for example, real quick, the Falcon from Rise of Skywalker, that's not been talked about being retired on any of these lists. And I swear, every single time I go to my Lego store, which is kind of a smaller one, I ask them probably every other time I go because I think about buying it. I'm like, you guys got the Rise of Skywalker Falcon? Every single time, like, yep, we got it. We just don't display it because it's a big box. And there's a lot of other sets come out.
Doesn't
It needs
sell.
shelf space. Yeah. So
Well, and
Pirates of Barracuda.
it's constantly on promo too.
Right.
So
Barracuda. Ooh. Barracuda.
it is nice. This is an awesome set. It's classic.
dude.
Needs to go down at some point. I don't know if I didn't tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there working the other day. It was not this week, but last week, early midweek. I forget when it was, but I follow a couple Twitter accounts.
Yeah.
Dude, thing was 160 on Walmart.
Ooh, Walmart.
Yep.
Walmart.
By the way, pro tip.
They're sneaky, dude.
They are. I got the diner last year. I think that was like a 100, 170, 180 or whatever. I ended up getting it for like 100, 120 or something.
Dude,
like
they're
just randomly. They're just like, it's 120 today. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. No, they're sneaky. Like not only with their crazy clearance deals like throughout, every couple times a year, but yeah, like randomly they'll just have something crazy. I think they had the Treehouse.
Hey, look, Xavier's weighing in. We didn't mention this yet. You want to take this?
Ooh, it's got girth. Pirates Bay's got girth. It's got a little bit.
It does. It's
got a little bit.
It's in the club. It's in the club.
It's not average.
I mean, I think like
it's
either
bigger than
way,
your average pirate ship.
I think once you do this deal to it and it sort of fulfills its potential, this is
right.
This is where you see the girth coming through. I mean, I think
would you say it's a grower, not a shower?
Yeah, it's both. I mean, look at this, dude. It's just awesome. You look at this and you smile. You know what I mean? Like even if you're not into the theme, there's respect that you have. The packaging is sick. It's got throwback logos. Again, I'm big into that stuff. I like that they did it at night, which is weird. Like I love
it's a great box art. It's fantastic box art.
Tremendous. It's tremendous.
Sip. Have a sip to Barracuda Bay.
There you go. So
Pirates
it's still alive, guys. So you can get it whenever you want.
Yeah, Walmart is sneaky. They even had they've had the Treehouse, I think, still on sale for $160.
That's another one. Yeah, it was that, or maybe it was that. I did that.
Is that retiring? Saturday. It's not been talked about.
That's why I grabbed it last year because I was positive it was happening.
Dude, I picked it up a while ago. I think before I even, not before I had a YouTube channel. I got it at the beginning of this year, and thinking it was going to go, still hasn't.
There you go. I want to get into this week's pickup. So we always skip this, but for the 10th anniversary, 10th episode anniversary,
I
want to talk about it. Covered some of it last week, as far as my bugle,
right?
But I want to talk through what we got. So we talked about the corner garage,
right?
The Hall of Armor, which was also on that retirement list. We kind of breezed past that. Grabbed that before I even saw that, and then I finally got it. I built it. I started sending teaser pics to Brent. This is my favorite pickup by far of the week, even though it's like the cheapest too. But
yep, there it is.
Yeah,
dude. Even on the tiny little webcam on my screen, like it looks dope.
Yeah,
it gets me so hyped to build the actual big one because I got Lana that for Christmas last year, and we still have just been sitting on it.
Chat, what do you guys think of this bad boy? To me,
Dude,
for 35, tough.
Xavier says cheers. Cheers, Xavier. Episode 10.
There you go.
We're out here.
I think that's awesome. And then the picked up the Advent from Costco on the cheap.
Which one?
The Advent, the Avengers. Sorry,
I was just gonna say there's 4 of them, or there's 5.
I already did the A, so I thought I hit that. And then this is a sneaky one. I told you it was coming. I didn't think it'd be this soon, but
yeah. Oh, okay. I don't even know if you told me about this one. All right. I'm surprised because I know you weren't like real high on like the no face cow.
I'm not, but I saw a review on this. I think it was Ashen Flash.
Did you hype it up?
Shoved me over the edge.
Wow.
You can take it off.
Oh, and without it on the stand, it looks better.
I'll probably keep it on there, but I like that. It's a play feature.
That stand is so like thick. I almost feel like I could modify it to make it not so thick. You know what I mean? Like,
why would you do a thing like that? It's against everything we believe in. Sir.
Take away girth? How dare we?
Zane says it's awesome. Xavier likes it. Yeah, I mean, like, look. For me, it goes like this: 66 Batman's my favorite Batman. 89 is right there with him. Close second. I'm not a Dark Knight guy. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Oh, that hurts.
To me, the whole thing was sort of ruined with that, and I know that's controversial.
Ooh, so you don't like serious Batman?
I don't. I think I've had this conversation. I think comic book characters. By the way, it's funny how Marvel's whooping the ass of DC.
Well, because they're lighthearted.
Because they've probably gone too far into that.
Yeah,
arguably. I like a little comic or comedy in my comic books and my superheroes.
Right.
Some of the stuff that OG Chris Reeves Superman did, just little looks he would get, like, awesome. Right. Instead, the new Superman, there was like Man of Steel. Right. I liked him. I'll watch him. I own him.
Right.
Don't love him because I just need a little bit of you're wearing underwear.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, but while we're on the topic of Batman,
I like Dark Knight series. I'm not saying I hate it, just to be clear. Yeah. But to me, that's like not even close to the Keaton stuff. The Keaton stuff.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was the age. You know, I was 10 when that came out. I loved it.
Now, okay, I give you 66 because it's nostalgic to you, but like
Zane, I'm not saying I don't. Hold on, this is important, Zane. If I said I don't like it, I don't mean that.
Sorry. Yeah, he's not saying he doesn't like it, but
it's my third favorite. Like, I like the OG Batman stuff. I know, 66, but for me personally, I've never. Let me tell you something. Batman Begins is one of the most boring movies of all time.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Anybody on that? I'll fall asleep 10 times trying to get through that mess.
Oh, so mess!
Boring. It's a mess.
Sean, how many times have you watched it? Did you say 10?
To completion once because it's so hard to do.
Sean, it's an origin story.
I don't. They didn't. Origin.
Yeah, but you don't care about the origin story of Batman.
I like 89's origin story.
There is none.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, there is, but the
Devil in the Pale Moonlight, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but I know, but it's not. I don't know.
Max, you'd understand. There's going to be stuff that you like better. You're a young buck. When you're my age, you'll think whatever the current jam is better.
Hey, okay. Well,
mine is tangible. This isn't just old man stuff. I was still, I think, 20s when Dark Knight stuff came out, so it's not even that. I don't like how dark it is, and I know it's Dark Knight and it's a different take, and I respect it.
You're gonna hate this new Batman, then.
I just some dark stuff works. Like, I like the darker take on Joker. You know, I like Joker. I like this new Joker. You know, the recent one that was cool.
I'm gonna put my lights are so bright.
I don't dislike Dark Knight series. It's just I don't want to invest any more time in it.
Before we move past,
Heath Ledger was great and all that stuff. Like, I'm not taking it away, but I'd rather see DeVito running around. You know, I'd rather see Nicholson.
Oh, I think it's without a doubt Heath Ledger's probably the best Joker.
Now, don't get me wrong. The last couple of Batmans in that Burton run were not great, but give me Batman Returns. Those are my two favorites, probably.
So,
movies.
Well, those are the only Burton ones. The second two were Joel Schumacher and then some other
That's
guy.
probably why I didn't like him.
Or I think they were both Joel Schumacher. Yeah, he.
Max is really upset, calling it a bad take. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
well, hold on. Let me say one thing real quick.
All right.
I'm just gonna say that, I throughout my days of being a movie fan, me and my friends would always get on IMDb, and anytime we would talk about like what movie is better than the other, well, we're like, oh, well, let's see what the International Movie Database says. And this kind of bit me in the ass because I used to say such high hopes for Harry Potter, which Harry Potter is still amazing. I think there's a couple of them that are, within the top 250 of the IMDb top 250, but every single Dark Knight film is within that 250. Now, I think The Dark Knight Rises is actually higher than Batman Begins, so it's in your favor a little bit because it does put Begins like way, like Batman Begins is like 90th, maybe not even in the hundreds. So that would make sense. Like you don't like Begins. I'm a sucker for an origin story. But dude, I think The Dark Knight is like this, it's like the 12th best movie of all time. I mean, to them. I know that's subject, but I don't know, man. Better 89 being better. And I
By the
love
way,
I
to
love
be
Michael
clear,
Keaton.
out of those three, Dark Knight is by far the best one.
I just think
The Joker, whatever the Joker one was,
it just goes down as one of the best movies.
I loved it. I one was a snoozer. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. And 3 was not good to me.
I like Begins a lot. Three is I like Begins.
I'm saying things like not good. That's not true. I just don't like it as much as the other ones.
Right.
The Bane one was
that's the third one.
I don't know what it is. They're just slow and weird and boring, and I don't like the girl that's in it. There's just
Anne Hathaway.
No, Gyllenhaal.
Oh, you mean the girl, his love interest in the second one?
Woof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale.
Well, because she was supposed to be the same character from Begins, but it was clearly a different actor, and the girl that they had for Begins was way more attractive. I think we've had this conversation before. Like, the girl they get for Batman.
I'm not that shallow, but she's tough to look
Well,
at.
I don't know if we've had this conversation, but some people have literally had like, or have made memes about like, this is what Batman's motivation is, and in The Dark Knight, like, yikes, the actor they had for Batman Begins was at least attractive. Are you looking her up? Are you pulling her up right now?
No, I don't need to. Oh, you guys.
I thought you were about to pull up a picture and be like, seriously, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
man. All due respect to Jake. I mean, if you're going to push me here, I'll do it.
Jake. Oh, you're talking about
Jake Gyllenhaal, man.
Is it his wife?
No, it's his sister, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, is it more disrespectful to say someone's sister is not attractive or their wife?
I don't care. Look at this.
Yeah.
No thanks.
She does look a lot like Jake Gyllenhaal now that you say that now. Oh my God, that's all I see.
So
that's all I see is Jake Gyllenhaal now. Oh, man. All right. Anyways, I was Batman for a minute.
Zane says Begins is better than Rises. So is Begins the first and Rises the third?
Rises is the third, and I do agree. I like Begins better than Rises, but
as a favor to you, I'll watch them again. But
dude, seriously,
you, at the time, not a fan. I own them all. I have them all on Steelbook. Like as a collector, I'm into it. But
I think okay. So like the reason why Rise is to me the third or the weakest out of the three is because it does have like a weird twist at the end that's like, huh? It kind of makes you just turn your head a little bit. Like, is that dumb or is that not? I don't know. Rises is cool. I'm a sucker for origin stories. I love Star Wars Episode 1. Sean is also not on that camp. Understandably.
No, I like Episode 1. No, I think I was firmly in the camp that Episode 1 is the best of the prequels, but lately I have started steering towards Revenge of the Sith. But
I think Revenge of the Sith is undoubtedly the best just because it's just iconic. For me especially, I was 10 years old in the theater watching that happen and my mind literally melted out of my ears. So
there you go.
Zane's rating is Dark Knight Begins and Rises. That is exactly my same rating. Zane and Max agreed.
Brent, we've talked a lot about different set battles. Tonight I have one that I think is apropos because they're both currently sold out.
All right.
They're both around the same price point, give or take a
Oh,
dollar or
I
two.
think I know where you're
You know where I'm
going.
headed with this.
Yeah.
Want to talk this Disney castle that I just showed in all its glory
Yep.
versus,
Don't say it.
you know it's coming.
Don't say it.
You know it's coming.
Oh, don't say it.
The reindeer battle pack.
Oh, he said it.
The RDP.
Dude.
So this is tough.
Okay, I think I got some reasons
keeps
why, but if
giving
you
all year round. This one you got to
Right.
kind of tuck away.
exactly.
They're both fire. Let's just forgive the $2. I know we like to, you know.
No, it's fine. I don't
I
understand
feel
why
like
this
it
is.
was supposed to be 35 and they bumped it because they're like, it's going to sell it anyway. Just get a couple bucks extra revenue.
Then they should have went to 40 because $36.99 is a weird Lego price. Like, why?
So
Why?
chat, let us know your thoughts. Do you like the Disney mini castle
Let us know, guys.
or do you prefer the reindeer battle pack?
I got some thoughts, and I think I know where I'm going. But if you kind of know where you're going in your opinion, you can go first.
Now that I have this in hand, I find this going to be very tough to beat. I need to get the other one in hand before I make a final decision.
Okay. I got
Here, I mean, we can have them both on the screen at once, right? Let's just go ahead and do that.
Well, I've got neither. I've got
It's
neither in
so
hand.
good, dude.
It is really good. I think this is where I'm going with this. I think.
Chat's weighing in. Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
Max,
let's go with chat
super into
first. Let's
Disney
go with
Castle.
chat first.
Zane,
Disney Castle
super
by
into Disney.
100.
Well, he's
Zane
into
or
Disney Castle.
Yeah.
Disney, he's got Disney Castle by 100. I'm assuming
Yeah.
runs. He's saying 100 runs better
Right.
than
Right. Okay. So
Ribbies better than. It's two different things. It's tough. Julie's
is.
here. Hi, Julie.
Hello,
Julie
Disney
likes
Castle.
Yeah. I just think it's sick, but go ahead. Don't be peer pressured.
This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at, and I'm not gonna feel peer pressured because this is where I'm at with this. I think from a normal standpoint, like if somebody was like gun to my head, you only can get one. Is that our rule?
The rest of your life, you can only have one of these.
The rest of your life, I think it is Disney. But I think realistically, like if they both were in stock like right now, which they're not, and I can only get one.
And you had exactly $38.
I think I have to go with Santa's Sleigh or Reindeer Battle Pack because, this might only be a this season thing. Like it's a possibility it could come back next year, or they might keep it on the shelf. It's weird because they keep the Winter Village stuff on the shelf year round, but this is something that might go away and never come back.
Yeah.
So I think it's this one for me.
See, I think the Disney Castle, well,
could have a long shelf life.
You didn't go where I thought you were going to go. I'll tell you where I thought you were going to go.
Yeah.
We both own the big boy, right?
Right. Well, so that's another part of it.
Yeah, gun to your head. We've already got the boy.
That's another very valid point.
However, I do think there's higher odds because look, I know how we all know how licensing works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're going to do another Santa Sleigh. There's nothing blocking them from doing that. A better one at that in 5 years. However, things could go sideways with Disney. They tell each other to F off and it's all gone. That has a higher chance of happening than Santa not being available. So for that reason, and because I'm a Disney guy, I mean, I got to go with it. So
I think.
What's your final play here, sir?
I think it's still Reindeer Battle Pack because I mean, that's a possibility that Lego could stop making Disney stuff, but dude, I don't think that's happening in 100 years because I think Lego and Disney, it goes so well together. There's so many Lego shows on Disney Plus. They got Marvel, they got Star Wars. If there was a feud between Lego and Disney, they would lose so much of their customers in general. Like there's so many people out there that only get Star Wars and only get Marvel. There's probably some collectors that just get all the Disney stuff. So that being said, I think it's Reindeer Battle Pack all day. I'm going to get 2 of them. I might even get more than 2 of them, but I still want the Disney Castle. I'm going to get it, but I got the big boy. So we'll
I like
see.
how you have to get 3, by the way, if you want to make yourself a Rudolph.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to have to go. I think I got to get 3.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm like the only person in the whole podcast and the whole chat that said Santa Sleigh, but whatever, dude. You know, stand out against the rest.
So something you wanted to talk about, and I definitely want to cover. I don't know how interesting this will be. So if chat, if you say, "Hey, stop talking about this," we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, but I think it's interesting for a minute or two. Lego paper bags. So
Mm-hmm.
to be clear, Lego is going to be moving to paper bags for their sets. So whereas we have plastic, thank you. I was going to reach over here and grab one. They're
got
going to
you.
be going with paper bags.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. They're trying to be green, all that good stuff. The hypocrisy, though, is phenomenal with this one. Number one, the entire build, the entire company is built around plastic,
Right.
and so these little flimsy little bags are going to be a real difference maker. And I know they're working on sort of like organic bricks, and they're making strides with that, and I'm sure there's a lot of pressure and all that stuff.
Right.
Do we really need the paper bags, Brent? They're going to get all like wrinkly, and I can't see the head of the minifig I'm about to build. Chat,
True.
let us know. Do you guys care? Is it a non-factor? Once it starts happening, I'm probably not going to care. But like, if I had the choice right here, right now, I would. And by the way, they're not going to pass any of that savings to us. So it's like,
well, yeah, I know. So real quick to the point of not knowing if there's going to be a minifigure in the next bag, I think it kind of provides some excitement. It's like a blind bag, a little bit. Yeah. A little bit like a blind bag.
Your instruction book tells you that, right?
Yeah. Well, what's funny
I just like when I'm flopping it out and I see like a Lando head.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Well, no. So
that's
exciting. Well, especially like when I'm building the UCS Millennium Falcon and there's like 50 bags, and I'm like, dude, in bag 27 you get the exclusive Han Solo. Like that was a cool thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think, I mean, it's probably going to be high quality, thick paper, but I think the likeliness of maybe the bags ripping and then you just kind of pick up a set and you hear a bunch of pieces just kind of floating around in there. I think maybe they'll be a little bit less durable.
Xavier's down. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Zane is down.
Yeah. I think it's I think even a little bit of a difference.
It's a non-factor. Again, like if somebody
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move on from this. We'll see. I think what's going to happen is when they come out, we'll probably have a lot more to say about it. Is that fair?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta experience it, because in a set that only has a few bags, it's not a big a deal. But to my point, if you buy a UCS set and you're literally opening bag after bag, if there's like that Commander Cody and something that they make, I don't know, a very desirable minifigure, like where is it?
If they start putting like random stuff in there, I'd be down. By the way, again, guys, we don't normally solicit for this, but like, hey, it's our 10th show. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. We're getting close to that century mark, which I know there's some monsters out there with hundreds and thousands of subs, but getting us to 100. Tell your friends, anybody you think they'd be interested, send them our way, man. I feel scummy doing it, but like it is motivational.
Well, we don't do it enough, and other people do it like it's overkill. So
way too much.
When we do it every once in a while sparingly, it's 100% fine.
I'm throwing you a curveball on this topic here. Love to hear from the chat again.
I got my best wood. What's up?
Before we are going further, let's finish this one off. So doesn't know about paper bags. If it cheapens the price by 10 to 20, it won't, Jay. I don't think there's gonna be any price savings there. I think this is so they can thump their chest and say they're taking care of the environment.
Right.
Julie Wright, totally ridiculous to do paper. I like Julie's style. She's immediately into the Disney castle, and she doesn't like the paper.
Yeah.
So, on Life, what's happening, brother?
What up, Life?
He smashed that like button. He probably likes hearing us do call to actions. It's still adjusting, Life. It's not organic to me.
Well, and it's one of those things. Even Jim told me.
Good to see you, man.
Even Jim told me about my own content. He was like, "Do you do a call to action?" And I'm like, you know what? I don't ever. Like I just very sparingly, but I just don't ever.
Kind of a curveball topic. Life, if you're still in here by chance, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
What is going on with brickheads? And I don't mean us, because we're brickheads with an S, avoiding all lawsuits.
Right.
I'm thinking about it the other day, and it's like, what are they doing with brickheads? It could be so much bigger. I know there's
Mhm.
other priorities, and I get it, that happens. Or are they doing just enough? Or like, what are your thoughts? I feel like they've sort of ramped down from
Yeah.
the license stuff, and they're
Yeah.
pushing, teddy bears and clowns and all this stuff, and that's cool, I guess. But
Right.
and I get that they're
Right.
probably never going to be Funko. I don't know if they're aspiring to be, but I feel like that's a
I
good
think. Yeah.
gateway drug for them. And if they did it right,
Yeah.
getting people through the door with these $10, they're typically 10, I believe.
Yeah.
The single guy.
Depending on if you get a 2-pack, but yeah, or
Yeah, okay.
3-pack in some situations.
Sure. But to put the right Batman out at $10 that has the right aesthetic, gets the guy into the store, he goes and buys the Batman, and he goes, dear God, there's a giant Batmobile. Do you know what I mean? Like, so in terms of like a gateway drug, I know Lego's masters at doing that. They know how to pull people in.
Right.
What do you think's going on with Brickheads? Like, I thought they would have a lot more upside. It's just they're slow to release. Some of the stuff is boring. I just random topic, but just
no problem. And I think that
Life never bought one. No idea. There you go. Not even the Star Wars stuff. Interesting.
Yeah. So
I mean, it is kind of like a poor man's Funko. It is their answer to Funko to me, clearly.
Yeah. So in terms of the Funko thing, I've done one set review on the Mandalorian and the Child, and that was something that I brought up more than once. I was like, you kind of have to think to yourself, and I even think I brought an actual Funko on screen to compare. Like, you kind of have to think about this. Like, the Funko and the Brickheads are pretty much the same thing. At the end of the day, the Funkos, they can pack in some pretty cool detail in there, and they look pretty sick. And you probably could say that some of them look a lot better than the Brickheads. But I mean, really, it's the building experience with the Brickheads kind of thing. And if you're somebody that already collects a ton of Lego, then you're probably going to go Brickheads. But if you don't collect Lego already, I think you're just going to lean towards getting Pops more. I mean, I know people that collect a ton of Pops because they have so much variety. So I think in order for Lego to pull more people in, I think they do need to do doper stuff. Like, they can't just do like, your teddy bears and your whatever. And it's cool that they do Disney.
Like the Katrina or whatever, the Halloween stuff. A couple folks in the chat. Zane's just coming with some fire comments. Like, he likes the Frankenstein. I do too, man.
Frankenstein's pretty sick.
The Simpsons one's
but
sick.
they should do more like that though. Like, I did buy
I feel like it should be auto when you're releasing a new wave. Like, give us two heads.
Right. If they kind of
like Star Wars Summer Wave, could you throw me a General Hux just for fun?
Yeah. Or it's been rumored.
Krennic. It's not time for Krennic, but do you know what I mean? Like, throw me a. Let me get more modern here. Throw me a Bad Batch dude.
Well, I think an Ahsoka was like rumored for a really long time, and I don't know what's really going on with that. I don't know if that rumor was debunked and it's not legit, but I knew some people were like, "Oh,
why are we waiting 9? I mean, how long? When was the last Star Wars one? I don't even know."
Yeah.
What's the deal?
I think Rise of Skywalker, there was was there a Sith Trooper maybe?
Yeah, Sith and Kylo. Was that from that wave?
Yeah, something like that. I literally only have 2. I have Mandalorian and the Child, and I have DuckTales. How many do you have?
They're over my shoulder. So I got Mando, Child. I do have DuckTales in a box. I need to build that, but I've got pretty much all the Disney ones that have come out since I started.
So you got more than like 5. You got a decent.
I think I have probably 5 to 7. But like, you can see I'm a Funko guy. I'm open to the idea. All that stuff's Funko, and it's all Disney park stuff, of course.
Right.
Rides and attractions and dudes from the rides, and yeah, that's my jam. But like, I'm down, but it's just like, is this a dead end here? I don't know.
Right. It seems
and what's
like
weird is, by the way, and something they chase, and they do. You go on Bricklink, eBay, whatever. The Mickey and Minnie Mouse, I want to say, are about $100 a piece. And I'm not just trying to do,
the OG
I'm not trying to just do Disney here, but Boba, chat, let me know if you know, but Boba's like a couple $100. It was like an SDCC, and I get that.
Dang.
There's a couple like $100 ones.
Yeah.
And so, like, they can see it has that collectibility.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I have a box
of the problem here.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I have a box.
As a GWP more than you are. anyway, go ahead.
Dude, see, Brickheads would be a dope GWP. Like I would 100%. Like if there was some kind of exclusive give with purchase Brickhead, especially Star Wars, and you had to spend a certain amount on Star, like that's definitely got me spending my money pretty quick. But what I was gonna say was I got a box. There was a point in time. Matter of fact, there was a point in time. It was when I wasn't really fully back into Lego yet, where I was buying pops pretty frequently. I had a buddy that worked at FYE, so anytime they got a shipment in, he was like, "Dude, we got this, and he was able
Oh,
to.
you had a pop run? Were you into them?
Yeah, dude, I have a box of like probably 75. Like I have a lot of pretty
All right.
dope ones, and they've all been in storage in a box. I know they're all in still good condition because I kind of check on them because they're in my basement, so make sure nothing's leaking on them or whatever. But I think honestly, like I would keep maybe 10 and I would sell the rest of them in a heartbeat, especially, since there's so much fire Lego stuff coming out. Then yeah, I think I would definitely sell a lot of my pops to get Lego. So I think Brickheads are cooler than Lego, and I think I mentioned that in my video. Like, I would rather have the Brickhead version of a pop. But at the end of the day, dude, I got some Walmart exclusive gold pops, like a Vader, Luke, and a Darth Maul, and they're like the gold, like store exclusives, and they're pretty sick. And so,
Yeah.
and it's
I just thought it was worth bringing up. It's in our name. We never talk about Brickheads ever.
right.
So
Well,
I
it's
just thought it was
comparable
interesting.
to the people that are into that are into action figures. They
I
see
just
they see a
I just
mini
feel like
figure and they're like, but an action figure.
I feel like if I got the keys to Lego retail tomorrow,
hmm
I would make a little dedicated section, and not in the little island as they call it, that's sort of floating in the in the middle of the floor. I would have like just a little stack, kind of how they're stacked, Funko, like in Hot Topic or whatever. Nothing crazy,
Yeah,
but just have like a little dedicated shelf for the heads.
they
And I
don't.
think it's something that's cheap enough, again, that would drive traffic and get people in the store.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I don't think I am.
no, I think
But there
you're
are
right
people who will
because
buy, and by the way, there's enough room for everybody. They drop a dope Ariel or whatever,
right.
35th anniversary at Hot Topic. Who's to say you can't do the Brickheads version and put her in the pink dress? The people
Yeah,
that go to the mall early to go get that will then
Mhm.
circle back and go get the Ariel from the Lego store. And at $10, I think it's a great gateway drug. That's
Did
just
they? I could be very out of the loop on this, but have they done the
yeah,
Beatles?
man, it's tough.
Have they done the Beatles and Brickheads? Because if they haven't, that's like a huge miss. Because you can do the four members.
I think they've done the right things. They just haven't done enough of it. Like I'm with you.
Well,
Like
yeah,
sure,
I mean,
Beatles will bring the boys to the yard, but nothing
yeah,
brings the boys to the yard like the regulars, your Batmans,
hmm
your Marvel dudes, your Star Wars dudes. Like that'll bring
right,
people in.
right.
If you're trying to bring gals into the game, I think that's an awesome way to do it.
Yeah,
Especially with again, I'm leading Disney on this, but I'm sorry, they're some of the freakiest collectors there are. You get some more princesses in there, and you've got a new fan base. So I'm not trying to play marketing director. I just think like
hmm
it could work.
Well, for me, I think Pops always stood out to me because there would be just like a special version of something. Like I don't have very many Pops that are like I don't have a regular Farm Boy Luke. Like I have that all gold Luke. I have a Dagobah training Luke. What else? I mean, I have like 6 Lukes, and not a single one of them is like a Jedi Starfighter, like a X-wing pilot Luke, or like a farm boy Luke. Like they're all sick ass variants, and that's kind of another thing that not even just Brickheads, but people talk about all the time. Like, man, we get basic minifigures, but you got Hasbro doing sick ass Black Series, and it's kind of the same thing with Pops. Like Pops are kind of popular because they make a lot of different variants of really cool characters. So, yeah, I mean, Lego probably needs to study those guys a little more. Take a look at. I mean, you can't ever find Black Series on the shelf. I mean, especially when there's a really dope one. I mean, it's selling like crazy. So,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
So, anyways, you agree though? There's work to be done there, though, in general.
100%. Like, and I've seen that a lot with, I feel like I've mentioned to either you before or other people before, like people like Solid Bricks and M&R, people that point out things that are like, dude, like that's pretty lame that a lot of Marvel characters, there's no leg printing, no arm printing, but then you look at these Black Series
Yep.
figures and they're just decked
Yep.
out like sick.
Yep.
And Lego has the ability to do printing all the way around a figure, except the only time they really do it is when they want to charge you $5 for one, and they don't really put it in like sets too much, even though
Which
they
is
can.
crazy because some of those sets are got some heavy tax on them. So
Yeah.
Max wants another Chrome Vader.
They should do that, and especially it'd be sick if they did that the way that they did it the first time back in like I think 2013. It was like randomly placed in sets, and it was like who knows? You know,
Really?
Yes, I think when we had, I don't know if it was when we had Life of Lego on.
Life, you still here? What's going on with this Chrome Vader?
Well, do you remember when me and Life were freaking out when we were talking about Pokemon and like, oh, dude, what if they did like a shiny? Because do you know what a shiny Pokemon is? It's like a rare, like when you're playing Pokemon. You catch a Pikachu and he's a different color and it's like 1 of 1,000. If Lego did some kind of exclusivity, yeah, he's here. He knows what I'm talking about. If Lego did some kind of exclusive thing where if you bought 100 of one set,
he's marinating on it. Yeah,
like who knows, like you know. And then so that's how they did it a little bit with I believe the Chrome, or no, it was a Chrome C3PO. I'm sorry, not Chrome Vader, Chrome C3PO. They haven't done with a minifigure like that in a long time. Right. And I think the last time they did it, it wasn't, they did a Chrome Vader. Life, if you know, Max, if you know, how did they sell the Chrome Vader? But the C3PO was like, people to this day will get a 2013
C3PO
set.
was a poly, was that like a con exclusive? There's like,
you mean the Vader? I think the Vader was some kind of exclusive.
You just mentioned C3PO. There's like a gold C3PO also. Like I want more of that stuff.
That's what I was talking about initially when he said Chrome Vader. I was like, oh yeah, it was in 2013 sets. It was the C3PO, gold C3PO is what it was. But there was a Chrome Vader, and I think it was some kind of exclusive. Somebody knows. Chrome Vader was a random Star Wars. Okay, so they did. Wow. So Chrome Vader,
dude, you had to buy like, you know.
So they did it twice. But they should do things like that more. I mean,
so it's like Wonka bars, basically. You didn't know you had to crack them.
But it's exciting as hell. Yeah, both were. Okay,
I mean,
so
like,
I wasn't
wrong. They're kind of doing it to a lesser degree with the Potter sets, with the wizard cards, right? So
to a very small degree, yeah.
I mean, it's still random, and you got to collect them all, just like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So, Brent, we're on our 10th show, and so you know, we have some folks that show up consistently, and I always think it would be a cool thing to do to open it up to the chat if they have any Q&A. What topic? It doesn't even have to be like questions about us or our lives. We're open to that. Obviously, we're open books here. But any topics you guys want to talk about, throw it out. Real-time feedback we're into. What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? If you don't have anything now, throw it in the comments. We'll definitely check those. But is there what do you like? What do you don't like? More of this, less of this. Brent, what's your assessment of the first 10 eps? Let's do some behind the scenes stuff. What do you like in here? What do you think we need to work on?
So I guess we'll start out with what I like. I think, you know, even when Sean and I are not doing the podcast, I mean, we're constantly talking about all kind of, I mean, dude, like me and Sean could record every conversation we've ever had and turn it into
ones would be super juicy too.
Oh, see, Patreon kind of stuff. When we get to Patreon, you guys are gonna get some crazy shit. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Life says
definitely
Lego put their foot down after the Mr. Gold debacle. So
yeah,
he was in a CMF. Was it 18? What series
10.
was it? 10. All right, I'm still learning. But
yeah.
What was the story there? Was he not in every case? What was the rate there? What was the blind
so I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I don't know if it was there was just hecticness to people like scalpers just buying like every box they could possibly buy. I'm not sure. He's probably about to 1 of 5,000. Okay, so basically 1 of 5,000. That's a little too ridiculous, and that's why he's so dang expensive. I think that's kind of where.
What's he at now?
Dude, it's racks. It's racks. It's maybe 5
racks.
It's like at least 2,000.
Wow.
Like a couple stacks racks. Like, dude, it's at least 2,000. Life probably knows. I think it's 5. It might be 5.
Wow.
Like, you know what? While we're talking, I can pull it up real quick because I have to know, but I think it's 5,000. And so, yeah, I think that's the whole debacle. Like, it's one of
He's
five.
saying 8. Wow, that's great.
8. Yeah, dude, it's
Look,
insane.
5,000 pieces though, because I mean that wouldn't even apply to Funko. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
most
seeing.
Funkos that are like in that range are, correct me
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, but I think they're in like the hundreds or
yeah.
hundreds were
I'm
made.
seeing 3,800, and that is opened. That is not even sealed. I'm seeing 6,000 for pristine condition, but not even brand new. 3,000 again used. Here's a sealed one for 6,500. Let's see. That's all I can, and that's another thing too. There's not a ton of them on eBay. So the only ones I just saw were
Max, that's a down payment on a car. Yeah, dude.
to buy a car almost sometimes for some people.
Two's a down payment, right? I mean, like eight's definitely eight. You
Yeah.
can buy a little pre-owned.
So those are the
Civic or
only.
something, you know.
There's literally one sealed copy on eBay right now, and it's $6,500.
Wow.
That's
So how do they
pretty
know they got it
insane.
sealed though?
Because you can weigh it, and you can also feel. You can still feel a piece for it, but then like
Well, I know you could feel it, but that
what
makes
really
sense. I'm
seals it in
assuming
is
they had a non-gold variant of him too, or no?
yeah. Well, so I think putting him on a scale really like seals the deal that you have it. People do that with the 2013 sets, and they're like, "Is there a C3PO in here?" Or I'm sorry, Chrome Vader, I think it is for the 2013. They'll put it on a scale and be like, because I've literally seen M&R and a bunch of other people say it, like, "Oh my god, this is a 2013 set that I've never put it on the scale, and I'm not going to open it because I've already have one." They'll put it on the scale. The video, and if Life is still in here, Life did his like rise of Just Too, or yeah, the rise of Just Too Good, and talked about his early videos. Just Too Good was vlogging when he was in a store and found his Mr. Gold, and like he was like shaking, like, and this is back in 2010 or 11, so like it's like crappy like cell phone, not good quality, but dude, he's like shaking, like, holy shit, guys, like this is it, this is freaking it. And then like, dude, like it's insane because like it is just like pure joy that you can just like feel it, because it like I've never seen Just Too Good this excited about anything. Dude, he's freaking out, and it's just one of those things where you almost get cold chills, like, dude, like, can you imagine like finding something that rare? They should definitely bring it back. I can't hear you. Can't
What do you
hear
think it
you,
is
Sean.
about? Yeah. What do you think
You're
it
good.
is about Lego allowing people to feel blind bags? I think that's so weird. I mean, I'm grateful for it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like nobody else does that. And I know if and when, and it will go away. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure one day it will.
I
And I know
hope not.
the you know the backlash will be huge, obviously.
Mhm.
But like, why do they do that? You think it's kind of weird?
I don't know, but
It'd be much more profitability if, I mean, maybe people will get sick of getting 12, Minnie Mouses
yeah.
when they wanted something else. Like I get
I
it.
think there's two things, because when I was, well, also when I was
Yeah,
growing
Zane,
up,
I'm saying, why don't they do blind boxes like everyone else and their brother? They're letting people
yeah,
feel them up,
well,
which
they
is
do.
good, but
In the CMF series, they did blind boxes. They did boxes of 6, but there was still people out there. Like some people would buy 2 boxes of 6 and be lucky enough and get the whole series. Other people would buy 2 boxes of 6, be like, dude, I'm still missing 3. Buy another box of 6, I'm still missing 1. And it's almost like if you want to take your chance, you can buy the blind boxes. But if you really want a series, full series, really, you'll just buy an entire box somewhere
right.
when you see it. Like if you really don't want to take the chance of feeling, and also like, I don't know. So I think it's two things. It's like they can make you work a little harder to
Mhm.
try to get the whole series, or they can make you spend more money to guarantee you'll get the whole series. So if Lego were to
Or you can go on
just
eBay and somebody does it for, unless it's like a brand new, but you wait 3
right.
months in this Marvel set, you'll be able to get them for $5 a piece if you buy the whole set.
Yeah, I think Lego makes a little more money with the blind bag situation, because whether or not people
But it's
think,
not real blind bags. That's my argument. I'm saying if they did true blind bag, they'd make more money. Blind bag in the sense that it's a
yeah,
box you can't feel.
well, and they did that with video, and I think I don't know, maybe one day they will take away that you can't buy them individually and you can't feel for them, so they will only sell those blind packs where it's like 6 in a pack. So, which I mean, it'll probably go that way one day. I think they've only ever done Mr. Gold or something like Mr. Gold one time for Series 10. It was a huge disappointment when Series 20 came out, and everybody was like, "Dude, like, is there gonna be like another, just like a
The gold type
silver?"
deal?
Yeah, and like there just wasn't. And I just remember people being like distraught, like, because when else is this gonna happen? Like not till Series 30 in
Yeah.
another like chunk of years. So yeah, I don't know. I wish they would do things like that. Like, could you imagine if when they finally did a Star Wars CMF, if that's how they did a gold C-3PO again, or like a silver astromech
Dude,
droid, or like
you
an
start
art.
involving Star Wars, it's gonna be. I mean, that thing's gonna be lightning anyway. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I wonder how much a gold C-3PO is worth.
They're a lot. I
They're
don't think
that
they're as much as Mr. Gold, which is
no, well they
confusing.
might be more. Like, hold on,
Maybe.
I already got eBay right here. Lego gold
Cool.
C.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's looking that up, and then yep. Let's see what he's got.
Not as much.
Yeah, that's what's
Wow.
weird to me about this Mr.
Dude,
Gold.
I'm seeing one sealed for 800, and I'm like, I want that.
I think there's a couple different gold C-3POs, if I'm not mistaken. There's one that's like definitely more than 800.
Well, then it's not this one that comes in that white pack. It's got
I'm
to
not
be
sure.
a different one.
No.
Like I see one for 1,000, but it's the same one.
There
Wow,
you go.
Mr. Gold is more than gold C-3PO. That's surprising. Well, I guess that goes to show, life said 1 in 5,000, so you must have been able to get a gold C-3PO in like one of every.
No, but one of these gold C-3POs was in the hundreds or something. I think we're talking about a couple different things. I'm not sure.
Well, there might be a gold C-3PO that they didn't really sell, and that's why it's like so sought
1,200
after.
on a Chrome Vader. There you go.
Mm.
Sold on Bricklink. So there you go, dude. Fun show tonight. I think we covered it all. 10 episodes, dude. Congrats.
We did
one more cheers.
And we did a set battle. We did 2 regular things. We did a set battle. And we did weekly pickups, even though I didn't even have any weekly pickups this week because.
But you're gonna come back strong, right?
Oh, I'm gonna come back so strong. You don't even understand, guys. I've not done a haul or shopping vlog in a minute. It's coming back fierce.
There you go. There's the threat. So it's coming. Guys, we are super grateful that you guys choose to join us every week. Or if you catch us on replay, we really appreciate it. So for the chat, for my pal Brent from Brent's Bricks, I am Sean the Right Way, and this has been a couple of brickheads. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Like and sub. I'm going to be that guy for a little bit. Peace.